Hello, welcome to Scott Bryant's Fitness Systems, and this is the second video all about stretching your lower body for flexibility. Okay, so, and a little bit of upper body because I'm going to show you how to stretch your rhomboids and your latimus dorsi, okay? So rhomboids are just behind the chest and your latimus dorsi are here and they connect into the lower back. So if your lats are tight and you've got lower back issues, this could be one of the reasons why, because the lat will be tight and pulling the back in an awkward position, and that could be giving you lower back pain, either muscular or in the spinal segment. So really important for you to stretch your rhomboids as well as your lower back. If you're doing, you know, say you're at a desk all day long, 7 to 8 hours a day. Now, stretching every night and every morning will help alleviate the symptoms of, you know, doing desk work all day long, but it won't alleviate it 100%. So you have to do conditioning work in the upper back, like with the prone cobra and stuff like that, in which to help build the endurance in that muscular area, so then you can last for 15-20 minutes, then get up, have a rest, have a cup of tea, or go and chat to your workmates. Okay, so it's really important that you get this right. Otherwise you'll just be stretching like a lot of people just do yoga and they think they're doing strengthening, but they're not doing strengthening for their job. Does that make sense? So it's really important that if you're going to do yoga or any type of stretching regime, you need to do a strength and conditioning regime as well if you want to get optimum results. Right, so I'll show you how to stretch the rhomboids and lats. Okay, so to stretch the rhomboids, you put your elbow into the middle of the ball, you push away. Automatically I can feel that stretch. And all I'm doing is pushing away, then I'm pulling the ball towards me and pushing away again. Feeling that really good stretch in the rhomboids, which is the upper part of the latimus dorsi muscle. So you go into there, push your elbow into there and push away. I'll show you another way you can do it if you don't have a Swiss ball, but I highly advise to buy a Swiss ball that's anti-burst. I think that's, what's this one? Anti-burst large, 75 centimetre, 500 kilos it can hold. So anyone that's really overweight, it can hold them, so there's no excuse. Right, so to stretch the rhomboids, another way is that you can bend over this way and put your arm there and grab onto something and then just pull yourself away. You can feel that stretch another way. Or you can do the lion stretch, which is a latimus dorsi stretch again, but I'm going to need to change the camera because, like I said, I don't have a cameraman. So we'll go back to here, and the lion stretch is arm across at an angle, going flat onto the mat, hand on hand, and sitting back onto your calves, and straight away you should feel that in your latimus dorsi. That's a really good stretch. Oh, yeah, that's great, loving that. Okay, we're going to do the lower back now. And the way to do the lower back is called a Mackenzie press up. And all you do is that you go forward on the mat and you're breathing away, raising up and down. Pull your abs in, raise up, raise down. Excellent stretch for the lower back. Really good stretch. The other thing that you could do is lay on your back and you could put a towel under your back, and that can help stretch your lower back. Okay, now we're going to stretch hamstrings. Now there's loads of ways to stretch the hamstrings, but I'll just show you one of the easiest ways I find. Raising your toe, leaning forward. You see lots of runners do this, and I'm feeling that stretch straight away in the hamstring. Just raising your toe to the ceiling, leaning forward, pushing bum backwards, and you should be able to feel that stretch. in the backs of your hamstrings. Hamstrings are like tensile steel, so they need to be stretched on a regular basis. The next one is the quad. So with the quad, grab hold of something, grab your ankle, pull that into you. I know you can't see my head, but there you go, stretching that quad, making sure it touches the bum. There you go, pulling the abs in, feeling that stretch. So that's the quad stretch, calf stretch, hamstrings, glutes we can do on the ball again, but I've got to keep my balance, otherwise I fall off. Just lift the foot up, and that's a real good stretch in the glutes. If you want to see more stretching, please subscribe, please like, and I'll show you some other stretches. That's good, that's really stretched it out. Stretching out the hips as well. Leaning forward a little bit. Oh yeah, I can feel that. That's really good. So I found clinically, the tighter a person's body is, the tighter they are in their thinking pattern. So they might have blockages about money, they might have blockages about work, they might have blockages in their relationship, and this could all be related to their flexibility. Whereas if you get somebody that's really hypermobile, and whatever stretch I put them in, they go, oh, I don't feel that, Scott. I don't feel that, Scott, and I don't feel that, Scott, and I don't feel that. These are the people that are a bit wavy all over the place, and they may be a carbohydrate type. And if they're overweight, they might be eating too much protein food and vice versa. So the person that's really tight might be not eating enough protein and eating too much carbohydrate, okay? So remembering what you're eating will join your body up and make it stronger. So a lot of bodybuilders I see on YouTube and stuff, they have absolutely shocking diets, but they're absolutely gargantuan, absolutely huge. So you know that they're not training naturally, okay? So really, really important, stretch every night, every morning, if you've got time and if you can fit it into your schedule. The more that you stretch at night, the better you will feel in the morning, okay? But what I highly advise you to do is get a proper assessment by somebody that knows what they're doing. If you're not assessing, you're guessing, and the chances of you getting an injury or an issue is huge. Like I've done lots of YouTube videos on back pain, but really there's a multitude of back problems that you can have. So really there's not one specific stretch in which to get somebody out of back pain. The same as there's not one specific stretch in which to loosen off the abdominals, because you've got the internal oblique, the external oblique, then you've got rectus abdominis. So you need to stretch the side oblique as well as rectus abdominis, okay, and sometimes lower abdominal by just hanging your legs over the ball, in which to get the full stretch. And remembering that people will be tighter in different muscles than the other muscles. Does that make sense? So if I see somebody with good flexibility in their hamstrings, then I'm looking to see if their quads are tight or their glutes are tight. Or maybe the hamstrings are too tight and everyone's looked everywhere else, but nobody's measured to see whether the glutes are too tight or the lats are too tight, okay? So it's really important that you look at the body as a whole and that you make sure you stretch the body individually to what it needs, not just do stretching for stretching's sake. Does that make sense? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Watch the first video, which will come up there, and where I stretched all the upper body. And now I've done a lower body stretching regime as well. If you want to see more stretches, you know, individualized, like one at a time, then let me know, then I will do them as well. Thanks very much. Thank you for watching, and speak again soon. Have a great day. Bye.